AyeQ!
So a report came out from Morgan Stanley that suggested that by the year 2030, about 45% of women between the ages of 25 to 44 are going to be single. And if you look at different conversations based upon the study, there was this emphasis on the she economy, basically the rise of an economy where women are getting into more positions of power, getting into more positions into corporate world, specifically into white collar positions, things of that nature. And this goes back to my earlier point. One of the reasons I do think there is a big push for women to delay marriage, to not get married at all, to not have kids at all, is because, again, that gives women more time and access to work and slave away for these corporations. Now, hear me. If you're a woman and you truly don't want to get married, you truly don't want to have kids, no issue there.
Don't really call me a crazy cat lady. I'm obsessive. I would rather have 800 cats than another man. I don't need a man in my life.
I think the issue is, though, you are having women get to a certain age and they're looking at their biological clock or they're looking at their life and they're not happy. And they're saying, crap, I did this, I did that, I'm making this money, or I'm trying to make money, but I'm lonely. Or I am slaving away at this job and I still can't pay enough bills. Or I'm just tired of, holding a cat when I go to sleep. I want to actually have a human being. Like,
911, what's your emergency? Yes, ma'am. I can't find my husband.
The issue, again, to me is that this conversation around women being single and choosing to be single, it's so one-sided. Like, you're not talking about the pros and the cons. We know that there are pros and cons of getting married. Like, marriage is very difficult. Marriage is beautiful, but it's also tough. I think many of us know the pros and the cons. And a lot of times we talk about the negativity because of the amount of people who get divorced. But when it comes to being single, a lot of times that stuff is just breezed over. Like, there aren't also issues associated with it, especially as a woman, especially if you want to have kids, especially if you want to have a family one day, and what it means to waste some of your prime years in corporate world or working 13, 14, 15 hours, not investing in your relationships, not investing in finding a partner, not investing in maybe wanting to have kids. And then you get to a certain age and you want to do that stuff and you can't, or it's harder to do so. This is the kind of stuff that we're not told as women.
You smart. You very smart.
And again, why? Because there is a profit incentive. It can make companies a lot of money if they have a generation of women who choose not to have kids, who choose to go to work, and they're told that that's going to make them happier. And is it really? I don't know that. I honestly don't know if it is, because I think if it was, then society would be, I think, in a different place. And we wouldn't see such negativity and so many women going online and talking about how, depressed they are in one moment, but then they're single and independent, but then they're lonely. Like, honestly, I don't buy it. I don't buy that you can live a lifestyle that is completely against nature, completely against the way God made many of us, and be happy. Like, I just don't think it's believable for most of us.
Tia Mowry is Exhibit A, proving why you shouldn't even try to establish anything serious with these modern women. Here are my top 3 reasons why you should just focus on yourself and only deal with these modern women for recreational activities. Number 1, they're selfish. In their minds, it's all about them.
I really started to focus on my happiness. And when you start to really love yourself, know your value, know your worth, I feel like it is so worth it.
Number 2, they're rebellious. If you try to establish order in your household, they will sabotage it.
Tia Mowry reveals husband Corey Harger gonna allow her to participate in certain TikTok trends. It's not that I'm scared to try, I'm not allowed to try. Let's just say that. My husband would be like, oh, for real?
Number 3, they're unstable. They make life-changing decisions based on how they might feel at any particular time.
I can't even visualize myself without Corey.
My marriage was a success. Yeah. And at the end, there's a graduation.
Tia Mowry.
Wow, son. This is crazy right here, man. Fellas, like you see for yourself, fellas. Getting married to these women is damn near a waste of time, fam. These women are delusional, emotional creatures. They really don't know what they want, fam. A woman will wake up today and be like, you know what? I want a boyfriend. Then tonight, she probably might want to be single again. Then if all her friends are getting married, guess what? She gonna want marriage. Then it's like if she get bored, she want to help back in the streets. That's how it goes. So as a man, fam, don't be quick to save these women, because a lot of these women don't want to be saved. These women follow each other. They go off of emotion. They go off of, okay, if other women doing this, all right, well, this is what we doing. So it's like right now, a bunch of these chicks on some city girl shit. So that's what they all doing. Then they're gonna get back to, oh, I want to get married again. Then they're gonna go back to that. Then they're gonna go to. So it's just, fam, with these women, fam, focus on yourself, fam. That's just the bottom line. Focus on yourself. That's the best thing that a man could do. Is just to simply focus on himself and keep self-improving. That's what it is.
Bro, watching y'all meet on TikTok, bro. No lie, bro. This on everything, bro. I drove from Atlanta to these dirty ass apartments right here, bro, called Warfield. This shit is Waters and Fairfield. I should have knew it was some shit. Fairfield, Warground, whatever. I done met on TikTok, bro. Drove from Atlanta to South Carolina, bro, to a whole other state, bro. Tried to rob me, bro. Come on, bro. Then look at the apartment, bro. She come out, you can't get through my gate. How I can't get to the gate, bro? Look at the gate, bro. The gate tore all the way down. You feel me? Tore all the way down, bro. Then she gonna talk about some, gonna tell me. So I get in the house, bro. So she gonna tell me, sit right here, you know what I'm saying? I'm finna go in my room. So she went in the room, she on the phone and shit. So she said, look, can I borrow your car? I'm finna go to the store.
What?
And go shopping. Come on, bro. So I like, hell no. So I leave, right? So I'm like, hell no, I leave, right? She like, can I go to the store? So I like, hell no, so I leave. So shit, I fucking come out the door. It's some niggas, it's some goddamn dudes in the goddamn black ski masks, bro. Come on, bro.
So I'm gonna tell you what happened to my friend. So my buddy goes to meet this young lady on this app. And 2 weeks went by, she said, oh my gosh, I can't wait to see you, I wanna see you. And I said, hey man, take a couple of months, maybe see her in the fall or the winter, sometime like that, after you put some time in on the phone with her, FaceTime her, do more. Don't be so quick to go down there. Right. So he didn't listen to me. He was like, oh, Joe, you don't know what you're talking about. You're a dinosaur, right? Stop being so paranoid. So I said, yo, this doesn't sound right. So she said, oh, when you come down here, I'll cook for you and I'll do this. I said, wait a minute. You gonna stay at her house? And he said, yeah. I said, she got kids, right? He said, yeah, bro, don't do that. She's not, that doesn't sound right, bro. And I told him, I said, dude, no woman is gonna let you stay with her kids or even know where she live at and she got kids. No, man, this doesn't sound right. He's like, oh man, you don't know what you're talking about. I said, yo, get a hotel or even I'll pay for it. Get a hotel and a rental car. He said, no, she'll pick me up from the airport. Okay, cool. I said, dude, this doesn't sound right. So when the day comes, she said, oh, my car's messed up. I can't pick you up from the airport. Can you catch an Uber? I said, bro, at this point, you need to abort mission. This doesn't sound right, man. She's trying to set you up. Man, you don't know what you're talking about. You're always accusing people. You always was, no. So long story short, I said, okay, he gets a rental car. I told him to do this, and men, do this. I said, tell her you're going to stop off at the hotel, you're going to put your stuff there, and then you're going to come on your way. What you're going to do is you're going to go, you're going to sit invisible to her, she can't see you, just sit out there and see who comes in and out of the house, right? Then send her a text and say, hey, I'm on my way. He did it. He was a couple of blocks up the street. He sent a text, said, hey, I'm on my way. He could see the house. Coming around the corner was 3 dudes. You could tell that they had something on them, right? And they went in the house with masks on. And I told him, I said, see, this is why you have to practice safety wherever you go. Now, his life could have been taken because he was chasing some tail. And when I tell you men this, and when I tell y'all women this, y'all laugh and joke at me. But this video right here can show you and tell you why you need to be safe. Stop playing with your daggone life. Or it may be the last time you play with it.
Facts. Listen, fellas, like I tell you guys all the time, man, safety first, fam. When it comes to these chicks, fam, you gotta move with precaution. Now, I don't recommend meeting chicks online, period. Whether it's on TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, or any dating apps. You see what I'm saying? It's always better to meet a woman in person. Now, if you meet a chick online and you want to meet up with her, make sure you meet up with her at a public place. Don't go to her place. Don't have her come to your place. You got to see what that chick is about first. You see what I'm saying? So you always want to meet up with her at a public place. And even if you meet up with her and you think she's cool and everything like that, and you decide to go to her place, make sure you circle the block at least 3-4 times to scope the area before you even park. You know what I'm saying? As a man, you have to always move with precaution because these chicks out here are very slimy these days, bro. Trust. And understand something, a bunch of these chicks just be on there as decoys. Like, dudes just be using chicks' images. I mean, whole time you probably be talking to a whole dude thinking it's a chick you talking to. So you got to make sure you FaceTime first. The bottom line is, man, you gotta move with precaution, and you gotta, if you meeting a chick that you meeting online for the first time, make sure you have your safety with you as well. Safety first. Understand that, all right? I wouldn't recommend dating online, you know what I'm saying? Like, I think the only type of chicks who are on dating apps are low-hanging fruits. Pretty much chicks who nobody wants. That's why they're on a dating app, because nobody wants them in person. So they get on those dating apps and then they take a bunch of angle pics. You know what I'm saying? They take their best angle and put it on those dating apps and they fool you. I promise you, man, every chick that you meet on those dating apps, something is going to be wrong with that chick, fam. I promise you. Those chicks on those dating apps are like those cars in the junkyard. Like, if you want to buy a car, you don't go to the junkyard to buy a car. You go to a car dealership. If you purchase a car at a junkyard, something is going to be wrong with it. Something is going to be wrong with it. And those are the type of women that's on those dating apps. All right. Now, as far as Instagram, Facebook, and things like that, those type of chicks will definitely set you up. All right. So take heed, fellas, and pay attention out here, and safety first. That's just the bottom line.